up the ball facing the black dot at approximately 45 degrees. Step back to make sure that it's in line. If it's in line, you use your right footed Sam, put your right foot behind like this. Take 5 steps back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 steps to the side. 1, 2, 3. So when you're ready, take your run up. As you're running up, before you strike the ball, swing your arm. Make sure that your left foot plants next to the ball. And set up the ball, yep, 45 degrees. Take a step back, is it in line?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Put your right foot behind, yeah, left foot next to the ball. 5 steps back. And 3 to the side. And then making sure that you swing your arm and plant your foot, your left foot next to the ball. For the next one, just want to make sure that you keep your eyes down on the ball and also follow through when you strike the ball. Just focus on that for the next kick. Alright Sam, so for this next kick, I just want you to focus on striking the ball more and don't be so worried about the angle of the kick or getting it through. Just focus on planting your foot next to the ball and make sure you follow through and keep your eyes on the ball when you strike it. Perfect. Alright Sam, so the problem with that kick is that you struck it with the outside of your foot. With this one, just again making sure that you plant your foot next to the ball and power through with the laces of your boot. Alright Sam, just make sure you keep your head over the ball and you power through with your laces. Alright, so this is our last training session, it's our 10th one. For this session, I'm not going to give Sam many pointers. I'll mainly just leave it up to her to do all the kicking and I'll see how she goes.
Oh no.
The training sessions were designed to suit myself, and it definitely did. The fact that we used the whole practice resulted in the greatest amount of positive transfer towards the skill, as we considered the task complexity and task organisation. If we had chosen to break down the skill, it wouldn't have been effective, as kicking a conversion is highly complex, and it would change the natural rhythm. In order to first succeed, it could be said that we used simplification, as to begin I was simply kicking from right in front of the post, rather than later in the training regime when I was kicking from 15 metres to the centre of field. What I also found effective in our training schedule was the constant demonstrations from Jordan and videos of professionals he made me watch. As I'm a visual learner, seeing myself, Jordan, and other professionals allowed me to successfully adapt my kicking technique to achieve the best result.
Overall, it was quite a different experience coaching Sam, as I'm usually used to being on the other side, being coached by someone, as used to be a goal kicker for my football team. It was quite hard to coach and give instructions, I found. I really had to think about how to deliver clear and simple instructions that a first-time goal kicker could understand and retain. Overall, I was quite pleased with Sam's performance and quite surprised actually for someone who had never kicked a goal before. This could be largely due to her positive transfer from soccer when she was younger, as she picked up the skill quite quickly.
The graph shown indicates that my overall performance improved over the 10 sessions, and I'm quite confident in saying that given another week or so of practice, I would have been able to reach the long-term goal of kicking at 80%.
In some sessions, I feel the results did not reflect Sam's improvement, especially in technique. She was striking the ball a lot better and only narrowly missing due to factors such as wind or maybe placing the ball incorrectly. Some improvement methods we used to try and increase her strike rate was keeping her head down, making sure she keeps her eyes on the ball even after she's kicked it, and striking through with the laces rather than the inside of the foot, which is what she was used to when she was playing soccer. One of our shortcomings for our training session was the fact that we did not mention the mental side of goal kicking. For example, imagery, mental rehearsal, and self-talk. Probably should have included it because the mental side of goal kicking is extremely important, especially when it comes to game situations. Most professionals even tend to miss in high pressure situations, so it's quite important to have some mental rehearsal while you goal kick. To improve power in Sam's legs, for a future training program, we could begin a weights or resistance training program to increase power in a strike.
I'm quite pleased with the end result of my kicking rate. We spoke about the SMART principle before we started our first session, and I managed to far exceed the short-term goal that we set of 1 to 2 goals per session. I failed to reach the long-term goal of an 80% conversion rate, but in knowing that I had the short-term goal beat, I was focused and motivated to beat the long-term goal as well, but only managed a success rate of 74%, which, although fell short of our original plan, I was pleased with how I kicked, as I've never kicked conversion before, and to be able to learn in 6 weeks how to kick not only from directly in front but also to the right and left was a huge achievement. Something that we could change about our program on a personal level would be to bring some variety not only in the warm-up but in the sprints in the later sessions. Instead of doing the same warm-up in the sessions, personally I prefer to change it up and incorporate the ball into sprints and perhaps linking the fatigue with game-like situations, running with defenders or even passing the ball.
Some implications for future practice or training sessions would be to focus more on the pre-kick ritual, including the run-up. As Sam mentioned previously, I could have given more freedom to Sam or to another learner to adapt to a run-up that is suitable for them and comfortable for them to use. In our training sessions, I restricted Sam to taking 5 steps back and 3 steps to the side. In future, I could let them decide however many steps back and steps to the side they would like. Another one was to include mental preparation, as I mentioned before, just because it's such a big part of goal kicking, especially when it's applied to game situations.